Yeah, hi guys, my name is Narayan and I welcome all of you viewers in this video once again, guys. After such a long time, I just got some time to prepare one more video, which is going to be based on the CCNA interview point of view. So I tried to conclude some around 90 questions in this video, which are very important from the point of view of CCNA interview. If you have done the CCNA certification and you are going for the interview, I hope this video will be informative for you guys. So guys, if my videos are helpful for you, you can subscribe my channel. So basically my channel is based on CCN and MCITP videos. So I have uploaded couple of videos in that I have discussed about like hardware engineer, network engineer, security engineer, or you can say Windows system administrator engineer. What are the questions they will have to face during the interview. So if you subscribe my channel, you will get lots of things from there. I hope this video also gonna be helpful for you guys. So guys, let me begin this video. And if you want to subscribe my channel, you can just go to YouTube and search by name. My name is Narayan Vaghel. You can find my channel. This is my name. And if you want, so this is my channel URL here. If you want, youtube.com/c/ccna ccnamcitp. This is my URL, I mean channel URL, and this is my name. If my videos are helpful, please you can use this information to subscribe my channel. So guys, let me begin this video with very simple question. And very first question, what is routing? So guys, routing is nothing but it's a process. It's a process of finding the path on which data can pass from one place to another place. You can say, or one computer to another computer, one place to another place, like from source to destination. This is known as routing. Okay, and routing is done via a device called router. So if you are talking about routing, so it will be done by routers only. So I mean that device will be known as router, which are network layer device. Okay, so this should be very clear. There should not be any confusion. There should not be any doubt in this very basic question. Guys, next question. What is the purpose of data link layer? So guys, data link layer, very important layer. You should be knowing we have 7 layers. I have already uploaded couple of videos, some around uh, total videos. If I talk about 309 videos, so in that I have discussed lots of things about in detail. So here the very small question, and you should be very uh, it should be very easy for you to explain this in short. So guys, if we talk about the job of the data link layer is to check message as sent to the right device. Okay, this is the main function of or main purpose of data link layer. Another function of this layer is framing. I have already explained in detail, in depth. If you subscribe my channel, you will get you can get from there. So guys, next question is, what is the key advantage of using switch? Why do we use a switch? So guys, the very first advantage, you can say, if you need to expand your network, you can use switch. Very simple advantage if I talk about it. And if you want to know in depth, so guys, when a switch receives a signal, it creates a frame out of the which that was extracted from the signal. So the main function switch will be used in this layer, a data link layer. So it has some sort of functionality, or you can say the mechanism to deal with the data arrive from the source. So guys, please subscribe my channel. You will get or you will come to know about all those things in detail. With this process, it gains access and real reads the destination address, after which it forward the frame to the appropriate port. So basically guys, what happens, it's a uh, I mean, it will send the data to a particular port where it has to go, whether it has to go to switch or it has to go router. So the main function of this switch, or you can say the advantage, this is a very efficient means of data transmission. Instead of broadcasting it to all ports, you can say it's not a broadcasting. Okay, it will not broadcast, it will not send all, it will not send to all port, it will send to one, you can say. So guys, when next question, when does the network conjunction occur? So when it occurs, what actually it is and how it happens. So network conjunction occurs when too many users are trying to use the same bandwidth. Okay, so for example, you have 2 Mbps and all the users are accessing 2 Mbps bandwidth that time. there is a possibility of network conjunction. This is especially true in big network. If you have very big network, there is a possibility of it, but we have some certain features, you can say, or technology or methods to avoid this. I will discuss in this video also. I mean, same video, or I have already spoken about it. Guys, next question: what is a window in networking term? Okay, so windows, or not windows, it is window. A window refers to the number of segment that is allowed to be sent from source to destination, you can say. For example, I'm talking about this. For see, I have spoken about in detail in my previous videos. So guys, the concept is very simple. When one sender sends a data to it to uh, uh, this thing, next device, there should be a proper flow. There should not be a you can say that the receiving device should be capable to receive the data at the speed, or you can say whatever it is. I mean, there should be a proper communication between both the devices. Yes, I'm capable to receive the data at the rate you are sending. There is a possibility of not having this properly, so this windowing help in that, to know what is the status of the receiving device. And this is how actually it works. Okay. And guys, next question: what a bridge divide a network into a smaller segment? Does a bridge? So not really. If we talk about this much, answer is sufficient. I will talk in detail in the same video about this in coming questions. Guys, next question: which LAN switch method is used in Cisco Catalyst 500 switches? So this model uses the store and forward switching. Guys, this is very important. I will prepare one video on switching, and I will discuss about this store and forward switching. What does it mean? It stores the entire frame to its buffer and perform a CRC check before deciding whether to forward the data frame. So this is a kind of switching actually. Okay, a method of switching, you can say. Guys, next question: what is the role of LLC sublayer? So it is part of data link layer. So here, what is the role of actually? The LLC sublayer, short for logical link control, can provide optional service to an application developer. One option is to provide the flow control, okay, to the network layer by using stop start codes. The LLC can also provide error correction. So the main function of this is error connections, or you can say the role of LLC. Next question: how does RIP differ from IGRP? So RIP relies on the number of hops in order to determine the best route to the network. Okay. On other hand, IGRP takes consideration many factors before it decide the best route to take, such as bandwidth, reliability, MTU, and hop count. So this is the difference between RIP and IGRP. Guys, next question: what are the different memories used in Cisco routers? So basically we have three. First one is NVRAM, that is stores startup configuration. Second one is DRAM, stores the configuration file that is being executed, and third one is flash memory, it stores Cisco IOS. Next question, guys: what is boot P? So boot P is a protocol that is used to boot diskless workstation that are connected to the network. Okay, it is a sort for boot program basically. This is known as boot program, boot P. Diskless workstation also use boot P in order to determine its own IP address as well as IP address of the server PC, of the server PC. So this is very important. Boot P. Guys, next question: what is the function of the application layer in networking? Very important. We should be knowing what are the functions of all the layers. So I have explained in very simple way in my previous videos. So guys, please subscribe my channel and try to learn from there also. You can learn very easily. So here if we talk about the application layer, support the communication component of an application and provides network services to application processes that span beyond the OSI reference model specification. It also synchronizes application on the server and client. So basically, guys, whatever we are trying to send, whatever we are doing at application layer. So it will define if I want to send a, uh, for example, this is my google.com, okay, and this is my google.com, and I am searching images. just put like CCNA and I entered. So it is showing me, it is coming like what I'm trying to do. I'm just searching, I typed google.com and I'm searching what images. So this is the main role. It takes to you the that particular subject, whatever you are trying to do, application layer. Guys, next question, differentiate user mode and privilege mode. So guys, user mode is used for regular tasks when using a Cisco router, such as to view system information, connecting to remote devices and checking the status of the router. So this is the user mode basically. On the other hand, privilege mode includes all options that are available for user mode plus more. There will be some more options or you have more privileges. You can use this mode in order to make configuration on the routers. So if you want to make configuration, you will have to use privilege mode. It has more power as compared to user mode. What is 100 ways FX guys here? So this is Ethernet that makes use of fiber optic cables as the main transmission medium. The 100 stands for 100 Mbps, which is the data speed. Okay, there should not be any confusion in this. Guys, next question, differentiate full duplex and half duplex. So guys, in full duplex, both the transmission device or transmitting device and receiving device can communicate simultaneously. That is, both can be transmitting and receiving at the same time. This is known as full duplex. And half duplex, in this only one device can send at a time. This is known as half duplex. And guys, what do you mean by what is MTU? MTU stands for maximum transmission unit. It refers to the maximum packet size that can be sent out onto the data line without the need to fragment. So this should be very I mean, this is very important question. Even if you go for CCNA examination, online examination, global examination, they ask this. And guys, next question, how does cut through LAN switching work? So this is a second type of switching basically. So in cut through LAN switching, as soon as the router receives the data frame, it will immediately send it to send it out again and forward it to the next network segment after reading the destination address. Excuse me. So here I talked about one more switching in my I mean just somewhere previous question. This one, not this one. So this is the difference between that previous switching and this now what was this cut through. So I will tell you in detail in my next couple of videos. So this is the difference between I'm talking about what does cut through do actually here. As next question, what is latency? Latency is the amount of time delay that measures the point from which the network device receives the data frame to the time it sends it out again towards another network. So latency means what you are, how much time it is taking to access the or from where it is accessing the data. Next question guys, utilizing RIP, what is the time limit? What is the limit when it comes to the number of hops? So basically it is 15 hops. Okay. Anything higher than the 15 indicates that the network considered unreachable. Next question guys, what is frame relay? So guys, frame relay is a WAN protocol that provides connection oriented communication by creating and maintaining virtual circuits. It has high performance rating and operates at the data link and physical layer. Next question guys, how do you configure a Cisco router to route IPX? So the initial things to do is enable IPX routing by using IPX routing command. Each interface that is used in the IPX network is then configured with the network number and encapsulation methods. Excuse me. What are the different IPX access list basically? So guys, we talk about this. There are two access lists basically. First one is standard and second one is extended. So I have uploaded couple of videos on this topic also. Okay, if we talk about standard access list, can only filter source and destination IP addresses, but if we talk about extended access list, uses the source and destination IP address, port, socket, protocol and all for the filtering. Guys, next question, explain the benefit of VLAN. So VLAN is basically very simple to explain what are the benefits. The first is like you can say security, segmentation and flexibility. Okay, if you read here there are more things written, but let me read this also. So VLAN allow the creation of collision domain by groups other than just physical location. Using VLAN, it is possible to establish network by different means such as by function type, hardware protocol, and also guys the basic thing, or you can say the basic benefit is like segmentation, security, and flexibility of uh, VLANs or network. What is subnetting? What is subnetting, guys? Subnetting is nothing but it's a just making a small network of a larger network, or you can say making a part of a small network of a bigger network is known as subnetting. What are the advantages of layered model in the networking industry? So guys, a layered network offers many advantages. It allows administrator to make changes one layer without the need to make changes to other layer. Specialization is encouraged, allowing the network industry to make progress faster. A layered model also lets administrator troubleshoot problem more efficiently. So these are the advantages of having layered model in the networking industry. Guys, next question: why is UDP least favored than when compared to TCP? So it's because UDP is unreliable and unsequenced. Okay, it is not capable of establishing virtual circuit and acknowledgements. Next question, guys, 27th question: what are the some standards supported by the presentation layers? So if we talk about this, there are certain standards like presentation layer supports many standards like which ensures that the data is presented correctly. Here these includes PICT, TIFF, and JPEG for graphics, MIDI, MPEG, and QuickTime for video and audios. Guys, next question: what is the simplest way to remotely configure a router? In this case, what you can do in cases when you need to configure a router remotely, the most convenient is to use Cisco auto install procedure. Okay. However, the router must be connected to the WAN uh, or LAN through one of the interface. Next question: what does this SO protocol display? So it provides you three information: routed protocol that is configured on the router, the address assigned on each interface, and the encapsulation method that was configured on the interface. So these are the information which is available if you use SO protocol command. Guys, next question is how do you depict an IP address? How you can show IP address, or how you can display? So we have three ways. Like this is the first example: 192.168.0.1, and this is the second by binary. This is dotted decimal basically, and this is the binary. You can use one or zero, and this is hexadecimal. For example, this is 82.1e and 10 like this. So these are the three methods we can show or depict an IP address. Guys, next question: how do you go to privilege mode? How do you switch back to user mode? So to access privilege mode, you enter the command enable. Okay, when you switch on your any device switch or router, you have to enter enable on the prompt. In order to go back, you have to use disable command. Okay. Now, next question, guys. What is HDLC? HDLC is short form of for High Level Data Link Control Protocol, and is a proprietary protocol of Cisco. It is the default encapsulation operated within Cisco routers. So, guys, next question: how are internetwork created? So, internetworks are created when network are connected using routers. Specifically, the network administrator assign a logical address to every network that connects to the routers. So this is how we can create internetworks. So guys, next question: what is bandwidth? Bandwidth refers to the transmission capacity of a medium. How much data can be transmitted over the uh, network or medium? It is it is a measure of how much volume a transmission channel can handle. It is measured in kbps. Next question: how does hold down works? So guys, hold down prevents regular update message from reinstating a downed link by removing that link from the update messages. It uses triggered update to reset the hold down timer. Guys, in my couple of videos I'm talking about again and again, I have explained this in very depth how it works basically. So please subscribe my channel and have a look on this you will come to know in detail. So guys, what are packets? So packets are result of data encapsulation basically. These are data that has been wrapped under the different protocol of the OSI layers. Packets are also referred to as datagrams. As next question, what are segments? Segments are a section of data stream that comes from upper OSI layers and ready to transmission towards the network. Segments are the logic units and at the transport layer. Guys, next question, give some benefits of LAN switching. So guys, very simple thing, allows a full duplex data transmission and reception, media rate adaptation, and easy and efficient migration. Okay. Next question, what is root poisoning? Root poisoning is the process of inserting a table entry of 16 to root, making it unreachable. This technique is used in order to prevent problem caused by inconsistent update on root. So this is also I've already explained in detail. Here I'm just trying to give small answers. How do you find valid host in a subnet? The best way to go about this is to use equation 256 minus the subnet marks. Okay, the hosts that are considered valid are those that can be found between the subnet marks. So I have explained about subnetting also, how to calculate subnet, supernet and all. Guys, please subscribe my channel. Again and again I'm telling you what is DLCI. DLCI or data link connection identifiers basically are normally assigned by a frame relay service provider in order to uniquely identify each virtual circuit that exists on the network. As next question, briefly explain the conversion steps in data encapsulation. So guys, if we talk about this, what happens here in data encapsulation basically, I will explain in same video later on, I mean the coming questions also. So from a data transmitter's point of reference, data from the end user is converted to segments. Okay, segments are then passed to other layer and converted into packets. Basically it is happening. These packets are then converted into frames before passing on to the network interface. Finally, frames are converted to bit prior to actual data transmission. So this is the process. Guys, if you go through my channel, you will come to know in details. Okay, what are the different types of password used in security Cisco router? Basically, so guys, there are actually five types of password that can be used. These are uh, enable secret, enable virtual terminal, console, and auxiliary. And guys, next question, 44th question. Why is network segment a good idea when managing a larger network? So, why do we need to have network segmentations when we have big networks? So, for a network administrator, segmenting a network would help ease network traffic and ensures that the high bandwidth is made available to all times for all the users. This translate a better performance, especially for a growing network. So it will enhance your network utilization of the network bandwidth and will not have more congestion, and the network will be very smooth. As next question, what are the things that can be accessed in Cisco router identifying information? The host name and the interface. The host name is the name of the router. The interface are fixed configurations that refer to a router port. Guys, next question, 46th question, differentiate logical and physical topology. So logical topology refers to the signals path through the physical topology, and physical topology is the actual layout of the network medium. So you can say that this logical topology is just assumption, or you can say that it's an assumption how it will go through the network or physical topology. Guys, next question, what causes a triggered update to reset the router hold down timer? What are the causes? This may happen when the hold down timer has already expired. I have explained in detail what are the times it will expire, after it will expire, or how long it will hold and all in my previous videos. When the router received a processing task that identically was proportional to the number of links in the internet network. So this much is sufficient to understand for this why it is required or what are the causes. In configuring a router, what command must be used if you want to delete the configuration data that is stored in the NVRAM? So guys, you got this much question, so you should be knowing basically what will be the command, like erase running configuration, erase the startup configuration, erase NVRAM, or delete NVRAM. So I have told you NVRAM will be stored in, I mean, this will store startup configuration. So your answer should be erase startup configuration. Okay, B should be your correct answer. This one, if we are talking about NVRAM. Guys, next question. When configuring a router utilizing both physical and logical interface, okay, what factor must be considered in determining the OSPF router ID? So again, you have this much options like the highest IP address of the physical interface, the lowest IP address of the logical interface, middle IP address, or highest IP address, like this. So guys, here the answer should be the highest IP address of any physical interface. Okay. So if you need to identify or you need to determine OSPF router ID, you will have to use the highest IP address of the physical interface. Guys, next question. Mention what is the difference between the switch, hub, and router. So we will see here. Uh, so okay, so this is my hub, this is switch, and this is router. So hub has single broadcast, okay, and domain single broad. Sorry, hub has single broadcast domain and collision domain. Okay, anything comes in one port is sent out to others. This is the functionality of hub basically. If we talk about switch, it is a device that filters and forward packets between LAN segments. Okay, switch have single broadcast domain and multiple collision domains. Here it is single, and it supports any packet protocol such as it operate at the data link layer, or you can say layer 2 and layer 3, 3 also. We have L3 switches, which is also known as core switch or router switches. And if we talk about router, guys, router is a device which is transmitted a data packet along with network. So basic function of it is of router is to define the path for the data transmission or packet transmission. Mention what is the size of an IP address. So guys, we have two type of IP address as of now. We have IP version 4 and IP version 6. In India, we are using IP version 4 only, and IP version 6 is not in use as of now. So IP version 4 is 32-bit and IP version 6 is 128 bits. I have explained in previous videos in detail also. Please subscribe my channel, guys. Mention what does data packet consist of. So what actually it is having or what will have in this data packet. A data packet consists of sender's information, recipient's information, and the data contained. What we are trying to send, whether it is video, audio, whatever it is, and receiving or sending, uh, I mean, end information. It also has the numeric identifier number that identify the packet uh, number and order. When packet is sent across the network, the information is segmented into data packets. In short, data packets carry the information and routing configuration for your transferred message. As next question, mention what is DHCP. So as I'm sure you must be knowing what is DHCP. So DHCP stands for Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. So automatically it will assign IP address to network devices. You just need to select that option, obtain IP address automatically, or DHCP. Mention what is bootp. Again, bootp is a computer networking protocol used to deploy an IP address to network devices from configuration server. Guys, next question, explain why is UDP this is least favored. Okay, okay, not least favored when compared to TCP. Again, it came, I think it is why, because it is unsequenced, unreliable, and you cannot trust on this UDP as compared to TCP. TCP is reliable, you can trust, and it has more characteristic as compared to UDP. Acknowledgement will be there, guarantee will be there, of data delivery. Just subscribe my channel, you will come to know in detail, guys. I've already spoken about in detail. Mention what is the difference between dynamic IP and static IP address. So guys, dynamically IP addresses are provided by DHCP server and static is done by the administrator manually. This is the difference. Mention what are the range of IP for private IPs. So guys, we have three class here basically. Private IP I'm talking about class A 10.0.0.2, 10.0.0.255, and class B 172.16.0.0.172.31.0.0. Class C 192.168.0.0 and 192.168.0.255. This is private range. And in how many ways you can access routers? So we have multiple ways to access this. By telnet you can access by aux telephones or console. So basically we have three ways to access router. As next question, explain what is EIGRP. So EIGRP stands for Enhanced Interior Gateway Routing Protocol. It is a routing protocol designed by Cisco. It is available on a router to share route with other routers within the same autonomous system. Guys, I have already discussed about it, how to configure and all. Unlike the other routers like RIP, EIGRP only sends incremental updates, decreasing the workload on the router and the amount of data that need to be transferred. Next question, mention what is the matrix of EIGRP. So RIP uses hop counts, and if we talk about EIGRP and IGRP, they uses multiple matrix. EIGRP protocol consists of bandwidth, load, delay, reliability, MTU, and MTU stand for maximum transmission unit. Okay, so these are the metrics of EIGRP. Next question, mention what does the clock rate do basically. So clock rate enable the router or DCE equipment to communicate properly. So we have to enable this on router also, router interface at routers. Mention what command you must use if you want to delete or remove the configuration data that is stored in NVRAM. So I have already told you, erase startup configuration. Startup coding is the command to erase NVRAM. And mention what is the difference between TCP and UDP. So guys, TCP and UDP, if I talk about in very short, TCP is very reliable and you can trust. It will give you guarantee of data transmission, data recovery, acknowledgement with the acknowledgement will be there. But if we talk about UDP, it is not guaranteed. There is no acknowledgement, nothing. For example, if we talk about uh, simple post, it will go, it will not go, there is no guarantee of it, is known as UDP. And if we talk about like private uh, I mean this posting service like post service, they will give you full guarantee. If it is not happening, whatever is happening, they will keep you updated. So they will take guarantee. If not delivering, they will say, give you acknowledgement. It is what is going to happen with your post. So this is the difference, basic difference I'm talking about here, trying to explain in very short. Now guys, explain the difference between half duplex and full duplex. So I have already told you, I think, in previous questions. So full duplex, again, both side communication at the same time, but in half duplex only one side can send and receive data at a time, one direction. Mention the conversion step of data encapsulation. So guys, layer 1, 2 and 3, application and presentation session. Alphanumeric input from the user is converted into data. This is the step, you can say. I will tell you in a couple of videos here. It's not clear, I think. I have taken image for example. Okay, so guys, next question, what command do we give if router iOS is stuck? So we have control plus shift plus F6 and X is the command we give if router got stuck. Okay, sometime it get stuck because of we enter wrong command, or which is not available on routers or switches. Explain what is route poisoning. So guys, route poisoning is a technique of preventing a network from transmitting packets through a route that has become invalid. So if you want in detail, please subscribe my channel and subscribe, search this video. You will get how it works. Now, what route entry will be assigned to dead or invalid route in case of RIP? So if we talk about RIP, in the case of RIP table entry, it is 16 hops will be assigned to dead or invalid route, making it unreachable. Guys, now I was talking about encapsulation. So what is encapsulation? So basically, if I talk here with the help of this image, okay. So encapsulation is nothing but when we send a data to other computer or destination, it adds some information like adding the next device or next recipient's information as well as our own information sending computer. So for example, here this is the user, okay, this is a sender. From here it is happening, he is trying to send some data, okay, so it will be defined at application layer. So this is L7 header added in plus user data. When it comes to presentation layer, it will keep that data which is came from layer 7 and add L6 headers plus L7 headers, okay, and user data. Now if you come to session layer, again it will add its own including from the previous layer. So this is known as encapsulation, adding some headers or information by the layers, why it is going to next layer or forwarding to next layer. Similarly guys, we have what is de-encapsulation basically. So this is encapsulation and this is de-encapsulation. Now this is a receiving device, okay, and user data here. So now it will go from physical layer. It was started from presentation layer. From here now it will go from physical layer. So first it will check what it is actually, bits or bytes, whatever I'm just telling you. For example, it is bits, okay. Now it will go to data link layer. Here it will remove one layer, this one. I mean, this came here. Now it will go to data link layer. So here it will check FCP, FCS and all, or whatever it has to do, this layer will do, and it will remove this. Now it will go to layer 3. It will check what information and what it has to, where it has to get, like this. So it will remove that header by the particular layers. That is known as de-encapsulation. Guys, next question, very simple question. What is TCP IP shoot? Okay, so the TCP IP shoot, whose name is actually combination of just two individual protocols. First one is transmission protocol, which is transmission control protocol, which is TCP, and internet protocol, which is IP, is divided into layers, each of which perform a specific function in the data communication process. This topic describes. So this is how this is a structure of TCP IP shoot basically. So it has, as you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4 layers, and defines 4 layers, uses different names of layer 1, 2, 3. This is network access, internet, and transport layer. Combines layer 5 uh, through 7 into single particular layer. If we talk about OSI reference model, it will have 7 and it has four layers. So I'm just talking about the basic things. For more detail, you can subscribe my channel, guys. And guys, what are the characteristics of IP address, or what is IP basically? So guys, it operates at network layer basically. This is a connectionless protocol and packet treated independently, hierarchical addressing, best effort delivery, and no data recovery. So these are the some, or you can say the few characteristics of IP or internet protocol. So you should be knowing very well. Very basic questions, guys. Next question, reliable connection oriented. Reliable, or what do you mean by connection oriented? So guys, if we talk about this is a characteristics of, or you can say the one of the good characteristics of TCP. Okay, so if we talk about this, when sending computer transmit data, it gives the data a sequence number. The receiver then respond with an acknowledgement number equal to the next expected sequence. For example, this is I'm not able to give you any this thing. Okay, I'm just trying to explain you here only. one side you have let me take a notepad. Oh, paint I need to take, sorry. For example, guys, you can take this is something one side, and this is something one side. So what will happen when this is your sender? Okay, it is sending some data to this one. So it will send acknowledgement one. When it is received, it will send I received this, I acknowledge, and it will send back some information to. Okay, again it will send that one more acknowledgement by three. So this, like this it goes like this is 3, this is 1, this is 2, like this until the data transmission is completed properly. This exchange of sequence and acknowledgement number allow the protocol to recognize when data gets lost or duplicated. If any duplication is there or data loss is there, there will be some difference in that sequence. In that condition, TCP work and try to recover it, and if duplication is there, it will rectify that, it will remove that. This is the you can say the characteristics of TCP and why it is reliable, why you can trust it. And similarly, best effort communication, or you can say best effort connectionless. So UDP being best effort, okay, does not need or want to keep information about data previously sent. So it will not have any acknowledgement and nothing. There is no guarantee. Next question, guys, what are the port numbers? So very important, we should be knowing what are the port numbers. So guys, if we talk about application layer, port numbers, so FTP 21, Telnet 23, these are the TCP, and HTTP 80. And if we talk about UDP, DNS is 53, TFTP is 69, and SNMP is 161 port number, guys. So we should be knowing very we should know about all about this, very important. Two question definitely they will ask. This is application and this is transport layer, TCP and UDP. Guys, similarly we have one more question. What do you mean by well-known ports? So guys, well-known ports are assigned by the IANA and are numbered 1023, or you can say 1023 and below. These numbers are assigned to applications that are fundamental to the internet. Similarly, we have one more question, registered ports. So registered ports are listed by again IANA and are numbered from 102, you can say 1024 to 49151. These ports are used for proprietary applications such as Lotus Mail. So this is 1023 and below, and this is 10242 to 49151. Guys, similarly we have one more question, ARP table, what does it mean, or what actually how does it work basically? The address resolution protocol, the full form of ARP table or ARP cache, keeps a record of recent binding of IP address to MAC addresses. So if you run this command ARP-A, you will find what IP and what MAC address it is containing or winding. So this is what we have in this MAC table, you can say ARP table. Guys, next question, what is Ethernet address or MAC address? So guys, the address used in Ethernet LAN which is associated with the network adapter is the means by which data is directed to the proper receiving location. Okay, so in very short, guys, it's a 48-bit address basically, and it has two part. One is vendor assigned and one is OUI, organizational unit unique identifier, basically full form of this. So this will be your 22-bit and this will be your 24 bits. If you talk about this is going to be 46-bit and it should be 48-bit. So guys, you will have two bits reserved, one is for broadcasting and second one is local. So this is the basic information about what is MAC address basically. Guys, next question, what is collisions? So guys, as you can see here, collisions are part of the operation of Ethernet basically, occurring when two stations attempt to communicate at the same time. For example, this is a user, I cannot get that payroll server, he is trying to access, and at the same time this guy is also trying to access same media, and it is getting stuck here. This is known as collision.
Similarly, guys, we have some editing commands. So what are the editing commands in switching or routing, you can say? So guys, for example, what is the use of control A? So move to the beginning of the command line. Okay. And what is the use of control E? Control E is like move to the end of the command. Okay. This is beginning A and this is ending. Escape B, move back one word. Escape F, move forward. Okay, this is backward by B, forward by F, and control B, move one character, move back one character, and control F, move forward one character. Control D, delete a single character. So these are the shortcut we should be knowing. One question definitely they will ask, what is gateway? How to configure default gateway? So guys, gateway is nothing but it's an entry point to a network basically, and it is configured on the router, or you can say the firewall also. Then only we can enter to a particular network. Okay, so if you want to configure default gateway, very simple. This is a router, okay, and you want to configure here. So this is your fast Ethernet 01, or it could be any port whichever is available you want to configure. So this is the command IP default gateway, and you have to assign IP address. This is example switch. You are taking this router and IP default gateway, and this is the IP. So this will be your default gateway for that network. How to view switch initial startup status? So guys, there is a command show version. Okay, by this command we can view all those things, and this is showing you startup configuration and all. Next question, how to enable banner login banner? So guys, define and enables a customized banner to be displayed before the username and password login. So we can do it by using this command. Very simple, just you need to type this command in switch or router login banner, and you have to put a special character inside that. You need to put whatever you want to display that message. Guys, next question, what is physical redundancy in ethernet network? So guys, a very important topic this is. So when multiple switches are implemented on the network, these are the switches, you can say, there is a potential for intentional or unintentional physical loop. There is a possibility, obviously, when loop occurs, broadcast storm may be created, propagating frame throughout the network. This topic describes. So this is the basic of understanding or concept I tried to explain in short. I have already discussed about in length in my previous videos. So guys, for example, this is a segment, okay, and this is at London and this is at Rome, and this is a network where it is trying to send this data. Okay, now it is going from this way also and this way also, and this is the scenario what we have configuration here. So it is going to this switch, and from this side also this is going to the same data, and it has to go from here. So the same data is coming from this side also, and same data is coming from this side also, and it is going this side. Now it will go to here also, and it is the data which is coming from this side will go to this, and this is keep moving like this. So this will create a loop. This is a possibility basically. So this is known as contiguous flooding also. So how to avoid it, I have already explained in my previous video. So guys, for that we use one spanning tree protocol. So what is spanning tree protocol? Next question. So guys, spanning tree protocol is a means to resolve loop in redundant network. This topic describes. So I told you this is the situation, and for this, to avoid this situation, we use a spanning tree protocol basically. So what will happen? It uses one mechanism I have explained in my couple of videos. So the basic thing, it will block one port. Okay, basically, and it uses some mechanism I have already discussed. If you subscribe my channel, you can get from there how it works. So port is now logically blocking and does not send or receive traffic. So this port will not work. It will be active, but it will remain in inactive status. So it will not send any data and receive. So there is no possibility of looping. Okay, so this is how we can avoid loop redundancy. Now guys, which of the following is a Cisco IOS command that is most useful when troubleshooting port security issues? If you have some issues in port access, so which command you will use? You have four: show controller, show run, show interface, or show counters. So guys, if it is related to port, definitely you will have to use show interface command, because it will give you the detail of that particular interface configuration. Similarly, which of the following is the Cisco IOS command that is most useful when troubleshooting media access? Again, you will have to access same show interface command. Guys, next question of this video: which of the following is a Cisco command used to control access to switch port based upon the MAC address? Okay, so now you have to identify your. Let me read this question once again. Which of the following is a Cisco IOS command that can be used to control access to the switch port based upon the MAC address? You have applied some MAC address and all for security purpose. That time you want to access that switch or that port you want to see or view. So which command you will use? So that time you will have to use that port security option. Shutdown will not work, Mac secure will not work, firewall will not work. So port security will be your answer. So guys, this much questions only in this video I tried to bring for you guys. I will try to get some more question in my couple of videos. Till then guys, I request you to please subscribe my channel and share my videos and comment on my videos if my videos are helpful. And in this video this much guys. Till then, try to learn, and if you have any doubts please leave me a comment. And till then, bye bye, have a nice time guys.